Hello, in this video we're going to be talking about casino merits, how to earn them. What merits are is if you click right here, you can see a category of honor bars, you can see a category of medals. Achieving any of the goals here will earn you a merit, which can be spent here, and these are passive upgrades. These are very, very important to do and develop, and casino is kind of a secondary way. It doesn't really affect anything else if you're just looking for merit, so it's a good option for beginners to kind of look at for a good merit source. But they do take a long time, and so we're going to get through them. Before we do, though, if you ever need to work on merits at all, Yata is a good resource for this. You'll need a limited API key, which you can find here. Go to Settings, and then you just have to click on API keys. This will show my API keys if I click it, so I'm not going to click it right now. But by doing that, you can create an API key, name it Yata, and then put it here. API keys allow people to make calls on your information. So be cautious with them, but most of these third-party sites that I'll be talking about, such as Yata and TornStats and Torn.report, have a very good reputation. While I can't guarantee it, I do recommend using them. Also, while I'm here, just make sure you have your icon settings right here. Make sure they're below your bars. And if you're on mobile, try the flyout sidebar. This is really nice. It's a new update. It's quite good. But enough of that tangent for now. We're going to check out Yata. We'll click on awards right here. It may take a second. It's pulling up all my awards, and we'll go to all awards here. That'll load everything up. And now we can show our achieved awards. Typically I turn this off because it allows you to track what you're working on. Here I have my achieved awards, so you can see everything I've done, and we can just use this to see things in the casino, how much progress you have on them. It'll tell you right here if you're close or not. It's a really good resource. Since I've already achieved everything, I won't be able to walk you through it, but I do recommend this resource whenever you're working on merits. Yata is very, very good for this. So I just wanted to show you that real quick before we get into it. So let's go ahead and talk about the casino merits. There's multiple games, and some of them have several merits. Some just have one. We'll go ahead and talk about them real quick. First thing is spin the wheel. Most of the casino is going to play at a net loss. So whenever you're playing these games, the games are designed to take your money from you. You can get lucky, but it's very unlikely. Spin the wheel, however, at least the cheaper two, Lame and Mediocrity, they generally pay okay. So they're either zero-sum or a little positive. The Wheel of Awesome is supposed to be positive, but it depends on landing on this private island, which is extremely rare. It does happen, but it's extremely rare, so generally it plays at a loss. But the other two are just about the only things in the casino besides the PvP games where you can make decent money. But every single one of these wheels right here will have a honor bar result. You can spin them once a day. They have different prices to them, so you just spin them and eventually you'll land on this honor bar and be able to get the merits for all three of these. So it's pretty straightforward. These merit wins are very nice. I do recommend just spinning these wheels each day, or at least other people do. I don't honestly bother with it. I will sometimes play awesome just because I'm in so much debt with it that I have to win that private island now. But we'll get it eventually. I do play it for other reasons too, like the casino token, but as far as merits go, they're pretty straightforward. They're relatively cheap, at least the first two, and nice quick merits. So next is Russian Roulette. This is Foot Roulette. We go back. This casino game is actually a PvP game. So that means that you're playing against other players, so the casino is not going to be taking any money from you. If we look, we have people betting various amounts. The minimum is 10, and that's what you want to do whenever you are working on your merits. So there's 3 merits to have. The first one is 10 opponents. So for that, you just need to run these $10, start them, and just play until you've beat 10 different players. It's pretty quick. It's not difficult. People will join them rather quickly. Very, very straightforward merit. You can do it on your first day in Torn comfortably. The second one is 1 in 6. This requires you to have 50 total wins. This is not 50 different opponents. This is just 50 total wins. For this, it's good to have a buddy that is also working on it, and just put a password in. It can be something kind of simple like AB or A, or just an inside joke, or your faction tag, or whatever you want. Just a little password so you and your friend can just join these 10-minute things, win and lose, and just track them, and hopefully get those 50 wins together rather quickly. Really straightforward, really fast as well. However, this last one is a little risky. You can do this in a single game. You will need someone you can trust to play with you. This can be quite difficult to pull off, but you need to win 100 million in a single game for the Daddy's New Shoes honor bar. So the way you do this is you bet 50 mil, you put in a password for your friend, and then since you set the challenge, you see how these players are here? Well, this person has a 50 mil game, so I can just open up their loader, wait till their game disappears, and attack them. So I see them, their game disappeared, I should attack, and we'll mug, and we got 69, that's funny. That's perfect. And so that's kind of the risk there. So what they did is they went ahead and they set it up so that once they won, they went ahead and banked. And so I have a guide on load money, and I'll put it up top. But that's a really good strategy. That was a good demonstration of what to do there. And you'll want to do the same thing. So you'll want to be able to hide your money quickly like that. The other thing you can do is when you're waiting for a game like this, you have someone right here. What they can do is, as soon as the game's set up, they can self-hosp. So they can use either Epicac or the wrong blood or whatever and go into the hospital, and the game will still be live, so they can do the bets. I strongly recommend doing that method instead of hiding money like that guy. That guy was fast enough, but it's risky. So instead of doing it like that, just use an Epicac. It is going to cost you some medical cooldown, but in return you can secure this merit rather quickly, one game with a friend. I will go ahead and point out real quick that if you do play a game, that we'll see if someone joins here real quick. But if you do play a game, the more you play and the more you win, you will unlock more options to pull the trigger on yourself more times in a row. And so if you have done that, you can help people by pulling the trigger 3 times and trying to lose to help them win. So you can help your friends if you've gone and worked on these merits already. You probably have a lot of wins, or maybe you just enjoy the Russian roulette game. It's a good strategy. But while that's going on, we'll go ahead and jump on to our next topic. So our next one is Blackjack. Now this is the first casino game where I warned you about the casino taking your money. It will take your money. Be careful here. So we're going to go ahead and click on it, and the honor that we can get from this, we'll open up our honors right here. And we will go to casino. Let's find it real quick. I'm sure you see it and are wondering where I am. There it is. We can see that. Where is our... Here's 21. So, this is the merits that we're working on. These are honor bars that you can equip, and when you get them, you do get a merit, just like when you earn medals. For this one, we need to win a natural, a 6-card Charlie, double down, and insurance. So basically every win option that 21 can result in, we have to do. For doing that, a natural is when you have an ace and then some card with a value of 10, either a face card or a 10. A double down is when you double the price of it and you take one card, and then you either win or lose. So I won, that was a double down, so that completed that one for me. Insurance is when they have an ace appear. You can pay that, and if they have a natural, like if this were an ace and then I paid the insurance, they would show this card, or I'd continue to play, and then at the end they'd show this card, and if this were a face card or a 10, so that they naturally had a 21, then I would win my insurance pay instead. For this, I'm just going to double down again, and we'll see what happens. So, that's those two. What a 6-card Charlie is, oh boy. 6-card Charlie is when you just keep hitting. So you will try to do it when you have like low things, like a 2 and a 3 or something. You need to have 6 total cards without breaking 21, going over 21. That's the 6-card Charlie. And then, so we talked about the natural, we talked about the 6-card Charlie, we talked about the double down, and we talked about the insurance. So that's all of the results there. So that's Blackjack. It can take quite a while to win this, and this game can just take all your money. Do not bet more than 10. I am not responsible for what happens if you bet more than 10. So that is the Blackjack. We're going to go ahead and talk about our next game. See, I have a little note here. It says it's time to burn casino tokens for months and years. The rest of these casino games we're talking about, this is going to take a long time to do. Most of them is about casino tokens. So if we look, we can see I have 94 casino tokens right here. That means I can play 94 games of the PVC games right here, player versus computer games, before I run out of tokens. And I can spend points to refill my tokens, which I believe there's a merit for that as well. Yeah, I'm very confident there is. So you can refill your tokens. It'll give you 75. Everyone starts with 75 per day. If you go under 75, it resets to 75. The way to earn more casino tokens, do I have that as a... We'll talk about that later, because I have a whole discussion about that. But yeah, so you get 75 a day, and these next games are just going to be about grinding and doing a bunch of them. So the first one we're going to talk about is roulette. Roulette is right here, and it couldn't be simpler. You just put your money, you spin, and you need to spin 1,000 times, which means you have to spend 1,000 casino tokens. If you're doing your 75 base plus your refill, that's 500. You can do this in about a week, just doing your spins. Fun little bet I like to do is like this. I put on black, put it on second 12, and then I do these 4 right here, and then I spin, and that generally seems to be close to even. It still plays at a loss, but it's not as bad as other things. And of course, if you have TornTools, it helps with a bunch of these games, and we can just keep retrying and spam click it and get done with it like that. So that's TornTools, very useful. You can see we used a little over 20 tokens right then. Those 1,000 will take you like a week or so, unless you, of course, use more sources for casino tokens. The next game we talk about is going to be high-low. This is a curse. This is going to be the worst thing. This is going to drive you insane. You're going to regret watching this video. You're going to regret playing Torn. You're going to regret everything related to this merit. But we're going to go ahead and talk about it. High-low is right here. And the objective of this game is to simply guess if the card is higher or lower. Now, with TornTools, you can put the settings so that it removes the other options, but it should have a higher, a lower, and surrender option. This is just going to give me the single best option, so I can just sit here and spam click it to try to win this merit. You see we already lost, so we guess higher, we lose, it restarts. What we have to do is win and have this at 25 in a row, and then click cash in at this win result. So we can't do it right here when it wants to give up. We have to wait until this win, and it needs to be 25 in a row and cash in. This is going to take you months. You're going to be spending all your tokens for months. If you're anything like me, I have heard of people winning this in like a few days. I don't believe them. This took me forever. This took me like 2 years. So maybe you're hearing a little resentment. Maybe I'm just unlucky. That's how that works. You just need to win it 25 times in a row and cash it out. Just do $10, use TornTools, spam it. It'll happen eventually. Next one is lottery. This is just winning one of the lotteries. Where are they? Right here. If you use the lottery voucher item, which I believe is a supply pack, if we go to our items, oh, our game has started. So right here, someone joined our match, and since I have won enough times, I have 2x and 3x options. I can 3x and shoot and die. It sends me to the hospital. That's a good way to help your friends if you have already got the merits and you have another new player that's wanting to work on it. You can do that. So it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. We'll just use this FAQ and get out. And let's go back to what we were discussing before. We were discussing the lottery. And so we were going to our items and we were going to supply packs. And the lottery vouchers are here. These provide 100 tickets to this center lottery right here. Generally, you just buy and it spends 1 token plus 10k. If you can pay less than $1 mil for your vouchers, then that's better. The problem is, you can see this is already a 5 bill pot. To like have a good percentile chance to win this, you're going to be spending a few billion. I don't recommend doing this. Instead, I would recommend, if you notice, the draw is in 2.5 hours, but that's basically the middle of the day. So what you can do is you can do the daily dime, which rolls every day, and buy all the tickets. Just pretend I bought all the tickets. Then you can do your refill and use those. And then when new day happens, so let's imagine this one ended, and it's, oh no, did I get bot hunted? Bot hunter is when you spam things in Torn. There is a mechanism that will keep track of you for a while, where you have to do captchas. It's very scary. Don't be clicking or refreshing too much in Torn. That was quite scary. Anyway, so what you can do for winning the lottery quite easily, it'll still take you a couple of weeks, but wait until the middle of the day daily dime rolls, and so it'll be the second half of the day. So new day, when the token refills happen, trigger, you can use all your casino tokens, those 75 you get on new day, use your refill to get 75 more, that'll be 150. Then you wait until the new day here, because this day changed, and then you can do 75 more and your refill again for a total of 300 tickets on here. So that's a lot of words. Let me try to rephrase that in a more simple way. Let me try again here. If this day, because this draws in the middle of the day and this draws at midnight Torn time, and let's just say this happens at noon, come to the casino after noon, after this is rolled, and spend all your tokens buying the tickets. Refill, spend all your tokens. That puts 150 tickets in it, and this will still have a lot of time, and your new day up here will change. So once your new day here changes, you can you will have more tokens. Your tokens will reset back to 75, and your point refill will reset. So you can buy another 150, and you'll play 300 tickets. So you can do that every other day instead of just doing 150 tickets per day. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that explanation helps. If not, let me know in the comments. Tell me if you need me to do a demonstration of this, and eventually I'll find time to do a demonstration of what I'm talking about there. But that will take you a couple weeks. You can also gain tokens from other resources and use them to help your numbers out a little bit. The final thing that's going to take you forever, I've given up on this, is winning the jackpot at the slots. So all this is you're going to play somewhere in here and just spin this thing. You can see it takes a while at first, but the more you just spam click it, the faster it eventually goes. You need to win the jackpot, which is just torn. You will want a hiding money method, how we talked about with the Russian roulette, where you either store the money real quick or you self-hosp. I recommend just self-hosping. So just have your items up real quick, have whatever bad item you want to use. Epicac is what I recommend. And then just have slots right here. As soon as you see that jackpot or a big win, just go ahead and Epicac and then ghost your money or hide it however you're going to hide it. I have a video on hiding money. I'll put a card up top for that. But yeah, that's all there is to this. You just click a bunch. Eventually you'll win this jackpot, or at least I'm told you will. One thing to note is that for each button, it doubles. It's 10 times the price, but it doubles your chance of getting the jackpot. So if we said this is 1 chance to get the jackpot, this is 2, this is 4, this is 8, 16, 32, 64. Obviously, because the price increases by 10, there's a stopping point where it's just not feasible. I know people that will just roll 1 mil, 10 mil, 100K and not really care. I roll 1 or 10K, usually 10K. Because to me, that's telling me I have a 2, 4, 8 chance to win the jackpot, and 10K doesn't hurt me personally where I am right now. So that's how I do it. It still takes forever. I only know like a couple of people, like 3 or 4, that have actually won this thing. But this is something you can use your casino tokens on each day. It's not going to hurt you, really, especially if you're running these first 3. But it's another merit. So now that we have talked about the casino merits, I believe we've gone through these. The lame, mediocre, and awesome are the wheels that we discussed first. Foot Soldier 21 and 1 and 6, Foot Soldier 1 and 6 and Daddy's New Shoes are all roulette wins, and they're very quick to do. We talked about Blackjack. That one's left to chance. The hardest one's the 6-card Charlie. It can take a while. This is about a week of just grinding. This is a curse. This is feasible if you use that strategy or if you boost your casino tokens. And then, of course, the jackpot, which I don't even have. And poker score we're not going to talk about because I don't know what I'm talking about if I were to make a poker video. So let's talk about those ways to get more casino tokens. The first is job points. Oh, I didn't do my conditional thing. There's 2 ways to get casino tokens through job points. That's the casino starter job. It's that company that I recommend players do first. That's a good way to get job points. You can use them to get casino tokens, or actually the cruise liner company. This is going to be out of the realm of beginner players, but if you're in your mid-game, cruise liner isn't a bad idea. It has casino tokens for job points. It's pretty straightforward, and it's a large amount of casino tokens for the job points. So it's worth doing. The casino starter is probably more feasible for most people, though. The next thing is the casino pass. So if we look at our special items right here, we can see casino passes. Their price floats around with like how much Jackpot is worth and what's going on in lotteries and things like that. But generally they're about 15 to 20 mil. And they just provide 50 casino tokens. If you have the money, if you're a late game player watching these videos, buy my casino tokens. I'm always selling these passes around Halloween when I'm doing my basket stuff. So wait till then, buy them up. They're usually cheaper around then, maybe around 12 mil, something like that. You can try to win one of those good jackpots when it's real high or something like that. The next thing is the Wheel of Awesome. So I touched on this at the very beginning of this video, but the Wheel of Awesome has a 25 casino token result, and these do stack. So if you're spinning this wheel, you gotta click stop. You can't just spam start and stop. I had an alert pop up, so I couldn't click it right away right then. But there is a chance of getting the casino token result, and it will stack. So like if it's at 75 and you win it, it'll go to 100. There it is right there. And then like a few days later, if you win it again, you'll go up to 125. So you can slowly build your tokens to use on something all at once. That's a good way to give yourself a benefit for like the lottery, that daily dime. If you could build up to like 200, 300 tokens with this, and then just spend them all on daily dime like that, that's going to help your chances quite a bit. The next thing is Crimes 1.0. This is not for any beginners out there. You start on Crimes 2.0. But for the 2 or 3 people that I know that are still on Crimes 1.0, you've got that Counterfeit casino tokens. It's a net loss to your CE, but you do generate casino tokens pretty reliably. I remember doing it and getting about 300 tokens a day, so I mean, maybe that will come back in Crimes 2.0 eventually. I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but if you hear me, I'm rooting for you to get that. And then, of course, the casino token refill that we've already talked about. That's just points for more tokens. I believe there's a merit for this, and I don't remember where it's at. Where would it be? It's going to be with the other refills. Is that going to be a miscellaneous? I'm not sure. I'm fairly confident there is there's refill energy, which means they're just refill casino tokens right here. Yep, and it's very rare. Wow. So yes, there is refilling casino tokens. That's just going to points each day, doing your energy, your nerve, and then your tokens for the merits. Don't do this as a beginner unless you have the money to spend. The points are cheap and you're ready to work on that merit as well. It's going to take a while to do this, but these tokens can help you, especially with high-low and the other grinding things. But I think that's it for casino merits. This video turned out a little longer than I was hoping, but it was good talking to y'all. I have been trying to close out these videos with a question, and for casinos, I'm not really sure what to ask you. The reason I want to ask you questions, though, is to get you thinking about Torn. So why don't you ask me questions? Ask me questions about the casino or any other merits that you'd like me to do videos on. There's quite a few different categories that we could talk about, and with that, I would like you to just kind of comment and know that I appreciate you watching these videos. I appreciate this community, and I hope this was helpful to you. For older players watching this, there's probably nothing new in here for you, but maybe you can send this video to some players that are working on their casino merits. Just tell them, don't get stuck in the casino, don't lose all your money, just use it to get merits, and here's the video, something like that. But I hope you have a good one, I hope you enjoyed this, and I will catch you next time.